Well, well, well. The time has come and gone, and Limited Run Games has released Night Trap, and it was sold out within a matter of less than 4 minutes cumulatively. So let's take a little historical look back at, I guess, my day with the situation, how that went, because it's kind of interesting. So leading up to this release, for some odd reason, I had several dreams that the release came and went, and for whatever reason, technical glitch or something of that nature, I couldn't get the game. And it's just really weird that, basically there's not a lot of things that I feel entitled about. Very rarely. I work for what I have, and, if I don't have it, I don't have it, whatever. But Night Trap on PlayStation 4 is probably the only thing in my life that I've really felt completely 100% entitled to. And basically it's because I've been a fan of the game since the 90s. Several years ago I went and got a full half sleeve of the game, and that was before they even mentioned the Kickstarter. Like, the Kickstarter was mentioned in August of 2014. I started making an appointment for this tattoo in July of 2013, so a year before the Kickstarter was even mentioned. I set up the appointments and started putting down deposits to get this done. So, because of that, and several other things regarding the game, the genre, and things like that, for some reason, because of those things, I'll admit it, I do feel that I'm entitled to a copy. And knowing how Limited Run Games works, the sales are usually very quick, and then they're gone. I did have, I guess, a lot of nervousness, a lot of reservation, a lot of apprehension, I guess is the best word, about securing a copy. I mean, there is a real legit concern that the release might come and I might not get a copy for whatever reason. So, so leading up to the game release, I had several dreams that I tried, I failed, I wasn't able to score either because of computer glitches, wasn't able to sign into my account, PayPal not working, whatever. The very last dream I had was actually Friday morning when I woke up. It was the dream was basically Limited Run Games had a contract with some random sitcom, and basically you had to watch the sitcom, and at some point during the sitcom somebody would say a key word, and once you heard the key word you had to call in to a hotline, and the keyword was a password to get in, and then once you got in, then you had to wait on hold until the operator took your call to make the order. And because of all that nonsense, I missed out on the copy. And so that was the fourth and final dream I had about missing the copy before. That was right when I woke up. So I woke up on Friday morning at 8:30. The night before, I had turned off the modem and router just to give it a chance to rest, because the modem and router has been on nonstop for 4 years now. So I turned it off overnight, give it a chance to rest, cool down, whatever. So then Friday morning I wake up, I set my alarm for 8:30. So I wake up at 8:30 and I go and I turn the modem on, make sure that it's working, and I turn the router on, make sure it's working. And then I came into my bedroom, or my office, I guess. I came into my office. And so I pulled up the browser. I pulled up PayPal. I pulled up Limited Run Games. And I pulled up YouTube because it was still kind of early. So I was just watching some YouTube videos to kind of loosen up. Because, my hands are sweating. I could feel my pulse in my throat. So, I was like, I gotta take my mind off this. So I started watching YouTube videos. Boogie2988 had released a new video, so I watched that to pass some time. After I got done watching his video, it was about 8:50. So I went ahead and signed into my PayPal account. Now I'd set up my PayPal account for the default billing to be PayPal credit. So I would just use my PayPal credit account. There's no card numbers, there's nothing, it's just, that's it. And then I had set up a one-touch payment as well, so I wouldn't have to sign into the website. So I had that set up as well. And then, so I had already made an order on Limited Run Games here a while back. So I already had, an account. It was a much less desirable game. Nobody cared. But anyway, so I already had an account with them. I already had credentials with them, so that was fine. Then I set up a different tab for the collector edition, for the Blu-ray, for the bunker, and I had another tab for the shirt. So I had 5 limited run game tabs because I had the main page as one tab as well. So I had all those set up. And so then I noticed, I haven't signed into limited run games yet. I didn't want to take a chance in signing into the main page, but for some reason it not carrying that over to the tabs. So I closed out all the tabs. I signed into the main page. When the page refreshed and came back up, I'll show you here in the video. I wanted to get the collector edition and the Blu-ray and the bunker. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll go ahead and buy the collector edition first, and then after that, if I can secure it, then I'll go through and pick up the other items as well. Okay, so okay. The collector edition just got taken off the main page. Okay. Oh, well, this may be a little bit more difficult than I was anticipating. The collector edition just got taken off the main page. Wow, wow, wow. Why is it missing? Okay. Okay, as you could see, when the page came back up, for some reason, the collector edition was no longer on the page, the vinyl was no longer on the page, the bundle was no longer on the page, and so then I'm like, oh crap, did I miss it? Did they already go on sale? Did they sell out? So I opened up the sold out tab and it didn't show anything. At about this point, we're like 3 minutes to showtime, so I'm like, we don't have any time now to screw around with this. If you want to take it off, then you should have taken it off, 3 days ago for maintenance or whatever. But this is getting crunch time. So then, my anxiety's starting to kick in. I'm starting to think, what's going on? Why is this happening? I'm watching a timer, and now we're looking at less than a minute to go to sale time, and the collector edition is not on the main page. I closed out a tab, so I no longer had it open in a separate tab, because I closed out of tabs to sign in, so I could reopen all those tabs. So now I'm sitting here trying to figure out, why is it not working? Why is it not on? Wasting precious time that I could have had I was going to have it all open tabs, and I was going to add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, checkout, and then just go through the checkout process. I did a couple of practice runs a few days ago with this, and I got it down to like 3.5 seconds to check out. Because since I have PayPal credit and that's set up as my default, all I had to do is just go add to cart and then click PayPal to check out, and it signs into PayPal. Then I hit continue, 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 complete. It's done. I didn't have to change anything. Everything's all default, so all I have to do is just hit 4 mouse clicks and it's done. And I timed it down to really quick. But this completely screwed everything up. The collector edition is gone. The bundle, which had the collector edition, was gone. So I'm really starting to freak out. So it's like the timer hits 0, and so I'm like, screw it. I gotta buy the standard edition. So I open up the standard edition in another tab. I hit add to cart. I hit continue. I go back to the main page. When I went back to the main page, at that point the collector edition showed up. So I went collector edition, add to cart, checkout, and when I went to checkout, I removed the standard edition. Then I hit checkout, and now I want you to see this. This is the weirdest behavior. There we go. Okay. Okay. It says I'm in line, so I'm in line. Come on. Come on. Why is it doing this? Come on. Come on. Why does it keep on doing that? Add to cart. Come on. Come on. Well, hopefully I'm not the only one having these issues. Hopefully somebody else is having these issues as well. Now it says sold out. What the heck? Now it works. You stupid thing. You stupid freaking thing. Okay, so as you saw on that, you saw for some reason, whenever it completed the line, instead of it going to the checkout process, it bounced me back to the main page. I did that, 3-4 times, and it kept on bouncing me back to the main page. It never once, while Night Trap was available, it never once went on to the thing. And then, since I wasted so much time doing that process, the game went sold out. So all the dreams I had was self-fulfilling prophecy. It came, 9:03 a.m., and now I'm left with no game and nothing but a pile of misery. And so I was really perturbed at that moment. Not so much at limited run games or anything like that, but just the technology in general, because I know that there's issues, and I read about the issues that can happen with the website. And this wasn't any of those issues I read about. I mean, I read about that there's a situation to where you buy the game, you go through checkout, and then once you hit complete order, it says it's out of stock, because the whole website works on first to pay, not first to add to cart. And it's because they use Shopify as their back end, and that's just how Shopify works. Shopify also is handled by Mondo Tees. It's handled by Datadiscs. It's handled by other more boutique, retailers. So I was aware of that problem, and I was fully aware that if that happened, that's just how it works. And I was embracing that that's how it would work. And I also read that there was problems where people would go through the checkout and then they would get a PayPal error, preventing them from completing the transaction. That was another thing that I was aware of. And in the back of my mind, when I was planning all this, I was thinking I had Amazon Pay set up as a backup. Then in case anything went with PayPal, I would just quickly move to Amazon. But again, this wasn't doing that same issue as well, because as you saw in the video, I hit regular checkout and I hit PayPal checkout. I hit each checkout option and it did the same thing. It just took me back to the main page. So it wasn't a problem with PayPal. That was an issue with, it had to be an issue with Shopify. I don't know. I was really perturbed and gut-wrenched basically at the situation, because it wasn't anything that I did, and it wasn't anything that limited run games did. It was just a problem with the technology basically. So I had originally planned my morning. I was going to wake up at 8:30. I was going to get a cup of coffee, sign into all the accounts, and have a leisurely process, get the game at 9 o'clock. And by 9:15, I was going to be at McDonald's getting a bacon, egg, cheese biscuit and an orange juice and bringing it back home and sitting watching TV. Because usually I get up at noon. For this time, I was up at 8:30, so I was like, crap, I'll have 3 extra hours. I might even be able to watch a movie. Who knows what I'll be able to do. 3 extra hours in the morning, take a extra long shower, take some more time to shave, whatever. But then 9:03 hits, I don't have the game, I'm miserable, I'm irritated at the technology, the situation. I'm baffled trying to figure out what the heck happened, because this was nothing that anybody said was something that could happen. I was prepared for the particular pitfalls of this method of shopping. I was not prepared to have an endless loop of going back to the main page and never ever being able to even go to the shopping cart. I wasn't prepared for that. So I'm getting online on the Night Trap group, asking other guys if they had any problems with it. I finally was able to edit the video. I posted the video and asked them if they had any problems with it. I sent it to Limited Run Games, asked them if they had any problem with it. Limited Run Games said they weren't really sure about that. They hadn't seen that before. So it was just a real gut-wrenching situation. I was, for lack of better words, pretty heartbroken about the situation. So then I had to basically go to work with my tail between my legs in utter defeat, and I had to make a game plan of how the heck am I going to be able to buy this game at work at 5 o'clock. For those of you who don't know, I'm an editor at the television station. Showtime is at 5 o'clock. Usually from 4:30 to 5 o'clock, we're hustling trying to get the show finished. And so I'm like, the game will be on sale at 5 o'clock sharp. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to sneak off at 4:45, 4:50, so I can sign into the websites at work. And then there's other variables of, Where can I go? I'm going to have to find a corner where, management isn't around and that kind of thing. So I was just really just troubled on how I was even going to figure that out. And the wife, she's calling me at noon asking if I can come bring her a sandwich. She's not feeling good at work, and so that was piling on, and then I had to figure out a way to go across town. I had to go to the bank, and it was just all these things were piling on. It was just turning out to be quite a chaotic afternoon when I was hoping it would be anything but, So I get to work, and I just let my manager know. I'm like, hey, at 4:45, I'm going to have to step away. I'm sorry. You guys pick up slack. I'm going to have to step away. I got personal matters I need to attend to. She was understanding. She was forgiving. She said, that's fine. Do whatever you got to do. So 4:45 hit. I excused myself. I went downstairs. I was like, I'm just going to do it on the phone. I'm not going to mess around with the computer. I'm going to do it on the phone this time. So I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I opened up Safari. I signed into PayPal on one tab. And I signed in Limited Run Games on another tab. And then I opened up the Night Trap Collector's Edition on the third tab. And I was just sitting there watching the time. And as soon as it hit 5 o'clock, I went refresh, and it showed the link to add to cart. So I went add to cart, check out. And then it's like, you're waiting in line. So I'm waiting for the line animation. And then immediately it takes me to it actually signed in the PayPal at that point. So it takes me to the PayPal site. And then I hit, continue, check out. And then it's like, please wait while it's processing. So I'm sitting there waiting. And then it gives me a confirmation. So I was able to secure it. No problem at all at 5 o'clock. So I have absolutely no idea what the heck the problem was. In the morning, there was so weird and so odd, but I was able to get it in the afternoon. But the story doesn't end there, folks. The story does not end there. So then yesterday evening, I was like, well, I'm going to pull up eBay, see what's going on eBay. And you wouldn't believe the number of pages and pages and pages on my phone. I guess on eBay it's not really pages, but on my phone it was pages and pages and pages of Night Trap for sale and Night Trap already completed. The completed auctions for just the standard edition are averaging about $100. And the completed auction for the collector edition are averaging about $200. Completed. Sold. I don't know if the people who are ordering are just desperate to have it on release day or what, because I'm pretty sure, I can almost guarantee, if you wait a little bit, the prices will dramatically drop. But, whatever. So I don't really have much else to say about it right now. When I get all the crap in, I'm definitely going to do an unboxing. I went ahead and got Night Trap Collector Edition for PlayStation 4 and Night Trap Collector Edition for PC. And I got the bunker because it just looked really interesting. So I went ahead and got that, which is kind of interesting because in the morning, the first wave sold out. But in the afternoon, the second wave did not sell out. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And right now, you can still get the PC version. So I would recommend to go to Limited Run Games while you're watching this, if you're inclined to go ahead and order the PC version. It'll do nothing but help Tyler and his endeavors to make more games, and it'll also help Limited Run Games as well for them to bring more games to the public as well. So I would recommend to go ahead and go pick up that. From what I understand, it will come with a physical disc, and it'll also come with some trading cards, and it'll also come with a limited edition poster, and it comes in a big box like the old PC games you remember from the 90s. And I believe they said they're also going to send a Steam key for the game on Tuesday, so you can immediately play it when it's available. So that's pretty cool too. But I guess that's all there is to say about this right now. But yeah, once I get all that crap in, I'm definitely going to do a unboxing video. And so if you got a chance to get it, let me know what version and type you got. If you tried to get it but didn't, go ahead and leave a comment. And if you didn't try at all, you can also leave a comment. I'm just kind of curious to see what other people think about this. But I guess that's all there is to say about it for right now. So thank you for watching, and peace out.